Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Goonies World. I am Johnny Pharaoh, also known as Sean, and with me, as always, is Meanie, also known as Ryan.
What's up?
And, of course, we have Goonie, also known as Colin.
Hola, amigos.
And I'm pretty excited because tonight we're going to be playing one of my favorite role-playing games, the second edition of Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay.
Warhammer.
Yes, it's
Warhammer.
One of my favorite systems and worlds.
Yep.
It was, back in the day when I didn't have much experience playing anything, and Warhammer was pretty early on.
I think we got you started.
The Enemy Within campaign was also playing again on outside of the podcast.
Yes, we are. Yeah, I discovered Warhammer in 1986, the original version. I sold all my Wolverine comics to be able to afford it, and I think it was like $30, then, which was like crazy, expensive. But after we started playing that, we all decided we were too smart and cool for Dungeons and Dragons anymore, and became Warhammer snobs.
Yeah, and I think we can all agree it's probably at the very top of, or at least near, if not at the very top of all of our lists of favorite systems and worlds.
I think so, although I will clarify that the second edition, I believe to be the best version of it that has yet been done.
I would agree with that. I think Fantasy Flight did, the third edition and made it more of a,
Did it dirty.
I won't say they did it. Right. I won't say it. I don't hate anything, but I definitely think that the third edition was kind of antithetical to the spirit, with their weird dice and the cards and stuff and
board gamey.
Board gamified.
And I'm saying I hate it, just hoping that someone out there who likes it will actually send us an email, which we've never received from a listener.
Well, not a stranger.
Not a stranger.
Anyways.
Yeah, just the few friends of ours that actually listen to these do occasionally comment, but that's you know us. So
we got a good review a while back.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah.
So thanks to that person.
Yeah, thanks to whoever left that good review. We appreciated it.
And I'm actually, given that Warhammer is, a game that we all love so much, and we've even talked about it, I think, before on this podcast, I'm a little bit surprised we've gone for 2 years without even touching it. We have played Demon Lord, which is kind of a spiritual cousin in a lot of ways to particularly second edition, just because Rob Schwab, worked on it for Black Industries and Chris Promise. But even beyond that, I mean, just the whole like grim, dark, cultists everywhere type thing. I mean, it's similar in tone, I guess, and very different from, say, 5e, which Rob Schwab also, was involved in a bit. So.
You could probably thank those Rick Priestley and Graham Davis and all those guys back then for basically setting the whole grim, dark paradigm, that is still with us.
Anyway, we have two foreigners to the Empire. An Astalian and a Kislevite, as I understand. And you've both been traveling on a boat down the River Reich toward Nuln. It's likely you were the only, foreigners on this boat, and for that reason perhaps have been sort of drawn to one another as sort of, the other here in this great, essentially a Holy Roman Empire analog. And I should mention that Kislev is kind of Warhammer's Russia, and Estalia is effectively Spain analog. And for those who, of course, don't already know. And let's see, we have Diego Vega, the Estalian.
Yes, he's a stallion diestro.
Oh, fancy. And Sasha Sagan, the Kislevite.
Yes, I'm kossar. I am fighting man. I recognize fellow fighting men in this stallion.
Oh, yes. That's all we do is fight.
So you guys have been traveling the Reich on this boat with a bunch of, citizens of the Empire for weeks at this point. And you're sailing, I should say, into Nuln, and you can see it as you approach. It is dark, but you can see the lights of the city as you approach it, and it is raining, and you're standing on the deck, sort of getting soaked, simply because you're eager to get the fuck off the boat. You've been on it for so long, and it's cold. I mean, it's late fall, gonna be winter soon, so it's not exactly the most pleasant weather, but you're so eager to be getting off the boat at long last. And so you see this jetty jutting out into the water, and the boat pulls up alongside it, and crewmen begin throwing ropes onto the dock, and the dock workers begin tying them off, and pulls the jetty in, pulls the boat into the jetty, and the boat kind of gets jarred as it bumps into it, and they lower a gangplank for everybody to be able to exit, and then these, you can barely even see them. It's through the darkness and rain, but you can hear these cranes begin whirring around and sort of beginning to pick up some of this cargo that is on the deck. And we don't have to role play through all of this, and it can just be kind of narrated. But especially since you're foreigners, there are customs formalities that just go on and on and on. But you are eventually allowed into the streets of Nuln right around midnight.
Finally, we are here, the jewel of the Empire.
Yes, it's a beautiful southern town. I love warm rain, even in fall. In Kislev, it's snowing by now, so it's good. I like feel of rain on my face, but very wet. Mail coat make it rusted, if not find shelter soon.
Well, there's plenty of places to stay. This is, there's just no shortage. I see all kinds of inns and taverns, and I don't even know where to go.
Yes, we will look for signage, indicate drink and warm bed somewhere.
And brothel, of course.
That goes without saying.
So you could see several inns right here at the waterfront, but one by one you check them, and they're all full. None of them have any vacancy.
No room at inn. We will have to stay in manger.
So just some blocks off of the waterfront, on a sort of main street, you do see a place called the Musketeers' Rest, and you pop in there, and once again they disappoint you by informing you that they have no rooms available. But one man, who appears to be a patron, approaches you, and he says, "We don't look like you're from around here."
No, neither of us are.
No.
You know, it's a bit dangerous to be wandering around the city, especially for a foreigner, this late, at night.
Well, you know I have come here just for the danger, so it does not bother me. You know, back in Estalia, we do not have this sort of, chaos going on. But, so I get bored and I come here for adventure and gold.
Yeah. Yes, I fight white bear in snow. I am not afraid of danger.
Well, might be you should be. But you say you're looking for gold, eh? Well, I haven't got any of that. But if you got a couple, pennies, I suppose I could show you around to a nice warm bed.
You know somewhere we can stay then? Not here?
Yeah, well, it sounds like they're all full up here, but yeah, I've got a place you could bunk up, nice and warm, clean.
For a few pence, this seems good bargain, no?
Yeah, well, just taking pity on a couple foreigners coming into town for the first time.
These must be famous empire of hospitality that I've yet seen.
By the way, what's your name?
Name is Sasha Sagan from Kislev. I am kossar. I am here also to seek gold of fortune with my new comrade in arms.
And
Yes,
you?
Me llamo Vega.
Diego? You say Diego and Sasha, eh?
Yes.
That is right.
Yes. You take to place that is warm and clean, we will be in your debt.
Right then. My name's Grosh Van Eyck, and yeah, follow me, he says, and motions you to follow him out the door.
Very well, Grosh.
So you follow him, and he leads you through some back alleys off the main street you had been on. And, just, I don't know where you guys are from. In fact, where are you guys from? You're from Ostermark, aren't you?
Yes, originally Ostermark, been living there for some time. Before that, live in Kislev.
And I believe Diego was from just kind of the rural area of Estalia?
I don't know. It says Estalia Hovel.
Yes,
This could be rural, could be urban.
He is born in Hovel.
Yes.
I am born on the ice.
Well, at any rate, he leads you through some winding back alleys for a period of time. And then eventually he says, "Right, here we are, boys." And he's stopped outside of this doorway. And he pulls the door open, leaps inside, and shuts the door. And proceeds to bolt it behind him. And you realize you are not alone. And turning around, you see four bulky, man-shaped figures converging on your location.
Here is danger you look for.
Oh, yes. This is dangerous for them, of course.
I will.
Right, growls a voice as he approaches.
This is how you
Drop-
treat foreigners in your empire.
Yeah, that's right. Just drop your weapons. Drop your weapons in your purses. Walk
Niet.
away.
Niet.
I'm afraid I cannot do that.
Oh,
You-
really?
You want me to drop this weapon, and I will unlimber my two-handed axe. This weapon you want me drop?
That's
And
right.
You want me to let go of my rapier that is so very sharp?
Drop them. You don't want to fight. You don't want to fight us, believe me.
And why is that?
I will drop axe and skull.
Okay, alright, well, in that case, roll your weapon skill.
Right.
I will,
Oh, I
count
got a
this as
0-7. Nice. And I only have a 36% chance anyway, so I rolled a 7, which will hit him in the body. Not skull.
Alright.
Close. I'm
In the
assuming I
body.
just sort of seized the initiative there.
Yeah, you kind of, they were not, they expected, because they outnumbered you, that you would actually comply. So you get a surprise attack on this footpad in the darkness, hitting him in the body, and how much damage does that do?
No. Oh, shit. All right, it's been a while since I played. What happens if I roll a 10 for the damage? Is that like a confirm, a critical hit thing?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, let me... Okay, no. I do not confirm. And so, yeah, that will be 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage.
To the body.
Oh my. Well, okay. Let's see. That's going to be a plus. Well, roll percentiles.
We'll roll percentiles. And I've got a 63.
Alright, and that is in the body. You rolled a 63.
Yes. And make one worse, because I have strike to injure.
Same here.
Make worse than whatever it is. One worse.
So your weapon slices deep into your opponent, splitting several ribs before severing the spinal cord and lodging in a vertebrae. As you yank loose your axe, he falls down and must make an immediate toughness test at minus 20% or die on the spot. And he fails with a 97, dying immediately.
This is
Very
how we
good.
do. This is how we do in Kislev.
This is most impressive. Now, watch what I can do. Aha!
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know if
so
it's my
we'll
turn yet.
No, actually, that's going to be a roll initiative situation.
Roll a d10 and add it to our agility, right?
Correct.
Okay. Well, I will have a 38 for initiative.
I got a 46.
Well, they got a 33. So, that will be Diego.
Aha! I'm going to stab at somebody. My rapier. And I miss.
And that will make it Sasha's go once again.
Oh, sorry. I one my free advance. I took another action, so I have two.
Oh.
Twice. Yeah.
Well, very good then. Whack him again.
I meant to do that. Now this one. Oh, that barely misses. And this one I also meant to. This is just a warning to you.
I will attack.
Alright, and that would make it Sasha's go.
Yes, I will attack different one, not the one he is attacking. With all-out attack, I will take plus 20 bonus to weapon skill, but I cannot dodge or parry now until my next turn. And I will get a 71, or no, it's 17. Yes, it is a 17. Okay. And yeah, if I don't call a color, then I guess it'll be the one that was on the left. So 17, and that will hit. I didn't even need to do the all-out attack. Unless he's going to dodge or parry. I will roll 12 points of damage to him.
Actually, he will attempt to parry. But he is unsuccessful with a 71.
That's funny.
Did
We
you
rolled
roll
the opposite.
17? Yeah, I was going to say that's
Yeah.
kind of funny. So how much damage? You said 12?
12.
Oh man. Well, that is going to be plus 7 critical hit. Roll percentiles.
And 19 this time.
Not as good, but I do give it an extra plus 1.
Yeah.
Your weapon drives into the right side of your opponent's abdomen, just underneath the ribs, penetrating the wall of flesh and muscle into his abdominal cavity and nicking the gallbladder. Your opponent must make a toughness test at minus 20% or be stunned for D10 divided by 2 turns. He rolls a 4, so he will not be stunned. In addition, he must make a very hard minus 3% toughness test, which he also succeeds, I think, yes. So he does, or die from infection within D10 days, so he does not get infected. Okay, so he is still sort of in the fight for the moment, but he is hurt bad. And it is their turn, and they fucking run away. They turn around and bolt, with one of them clutching the gaping axe wound in his right side, and indeed leaving a trail of blood, such that, were you so inclined and were it not raining so hard, you might be able to track them down. But unfortunately, these guys are Nulners. They know the back alleys and stuff, in a way that obviously a couple foreigners don't.
Yes, have no interest in tracking down.
No, it is a pleasure. I like seeing people run away. That is pleasureful to me.
But we still have same problem. Nowhere to live. Nowhere to stay for night.
That is true. The immediate problem of the attempted robbery has been dealt with, but the longer-term issue of where the heck to stay has not been resolved.
Perhaps we go deeper into Nuln, away from docks. Fewer travelers.
Already this city has left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't want to sleep on the streets. We'll have to find some place.
Yes, and I am looking forward to seeing display of this great swordsmanship you talk of. I have not seen that here yet today. I suppose the axe is better than the rapier.
No, the axe is not better than the rapier. The axe is too slow. The rapier is very quick. And quickness beats power any day. I was purposely trying to just move the wind around.
Oh, I see.
And let them know what sort of danger they are in if they continue their behavior. And that is why they run.
Whatever you say, friend.
So you guys are kind of lost in the, twisty back alleys of Nuln here. But you do eventually find your way out onto another major street. It does not look... in fact, you can clearly tell the street you were originally on had a massive bridge across the River Reich to the other side of the city, on the other side of the river. This one does not. But... And this is still kind of on the docks, but you're not sure how far you are from where you started. But you do see an inn with a sign that reads, "The Reaver's Return." Worth a shot.
Yes, this... I will take my chances here.
Yes, alliteration in name is lucky.
Oh, that's convenient for you with your name. Huh?
Yes.
True. Well, you approach, and there's some. You can see some light through the window shining out, but the window's filthy. You can't really see in through it. And it just looks generally pretty filthy, like a kind of a nasty place. So maybe, if you're lucky, nobody else, or at least it's not full as being so nasty. Perhaps it is undesirable. Anyway, so when are you going to open the door, try to walk in?
Yes, I will open the door.
I will follow.
Well, you attempt to open the door, but it doesn't open.
What is the meaning of this? Open up right now, at once.
Shove it!
Says a voice.
You shove it.
The door, you idiot! The door! Give it a shove!
Oh, I thought you were insulting us. Yes, I will shove the door.
Yes, give it a good shove.
Very well, make a strength test against the door to open it.
Nope.
Come on, then!
Stand back, let me try. I have big 33 strength. No, I rolled 99. I have critical fail.
You
Sprained
attempt
the
to
wrist.
Yeah, you attempt to, and you injure yourself slightly and fall on the ground in an embarrassing fashion.
No.
Come on, come on, just give
What
it a
is
good
with
hard
this
shove.
door?
That's stuck.
Yes, can you not pull from the inside? You pull while we shove.
Wait,
I'll
step
try.
away. Step away from door. Now I am angry. I will run at door.
All right, well, whoa. All right, well, give yourself a plus 20 then.
Oh, well. Here we go. That's more like it. I have a 15.
Well, you run at the door and bash into it, which shatters the door into a million pieces. And your momentum propels you into the inn.
That's
you
one way
see
to make an entrance.
a sort of white-haired, wrinkled old man frown at you. He says,
You have to pay for that, you know.
How much is door?
It's got to be at least 6 crowns.
No.
No,
No.
he says no.
No, it's your door, your responsibility, but I give you 1 crown for door.
1 crown? You crazy? I can't get a new door.
make a fellowship roll.
Ooh, I have a 32 and I got a 31. I almost want to show you that one.
So,
I got. I
What'd
made
you
it
get?
by 1%.
oh my.
I barely made it.
Oh, well. I suppose I could take 3 crowns.
Yes, we'll give 2 crown 10 shilling. Suggest you take.
Yes, somebody could get hurt on that door. You're lucky that it was just the door that was damaged.
Oh, right then. How about this? 2 crowns for the door, and then a crown each for a room.
Okay, we'll pay. We'll give you 3. 1 for my room, 2 for door. Overpay for room, but I see what you're doing, so I will live with it.
Right, sounds fair to me then.
Yes, 3 crowns, but what sort of ladies do you have here?
What are you on about, ladies?
See,
Come on.
You're not a brothel?
It's barely an inn.
No, it's not red lamp and window. No brothel.
Damn.
Well, so you do pay him the total of 4 crowns, sounds like.
I'll pay 3 of them.
Yeah. I did not come here with many crowns to begin with, but hopefully we will find much more in our adventures.
Well, you lot don't sound like you've been here long in Nuln, eh?
No, not. We are fresh off the boat.
Yes, you are first in Nuln where we get in.
Yes, and even then we had to force our way in.
I see. Well, My name's Rudolph Grasser. This is my place, he says. Follow me.
And he leads you up several flights of stairs to the very top of this 3-story building. And opens a door and points to a rather dingy sort of attic room. You know, the roof directly above your head. As you're going up the stairs, you know, it's like the stairs are all creaky and the rail is, you know, hardly secured. Anyway, he turns you loose into the room.
Says, it's a great room, this one. You've got a nice view of the canal.
And
Nice smell of the canal as well.
yes, indeed. And he points at the window, but you can't see anything out of it because it's too dirty. But anyway, Grasser turns around and says, well, enjoy your stay, and heads back down the creaking stairs.
It's at least it's dry.
It is.
Sound of rain on roof, very soothing.
Yes, I think after this time on the boat and after our little scrape that we were just in, I think I will sleep very soundly tonight.
Yes, and I'll take off the mail coat, but not my leather, and hang up my tattered cloak and lay my sword next to me, because I've got a sword too, and try to get some sleep.
Yeah, I'll do the same, except for I don't think he ever lets go of his rapier. He's gonna sleep with it.
Alright, so you guys turn in for the night. Sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, let me... make some secret rolls.
Oh, you should also know, just in case, that I have something, I think it's a talent called Sixth Sense. So that means, if you can roll willpower, I guess, for me to... You make secret rolls to see if I notice something that because I got a spider sense type of thing.
Maybe not work when asleep.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, that's a good point. Each of you make a roll, and you are trying to get 10 or less.
No, roll 73.
Nope.
Very well. Okay. Well, you both sort of sleep in a bit. You did get a rather late, bedtime. And you awaken to find your purses have been stolen.
Ah, my coin purse.
What?
Who has done this?
Oh,
There is, you note, and I won't even make you roll for it, a trail of muddy footprints leading to the window.
You must not allow this.
stupid Sasha should have secure window.
I should have held on to my coin purse as well as my rapier.
Well, with rapier can make more coins.
Yes, I'm not too concerned, but we must find those who are responsible and make them pay. We must have justice.
You have very fierce Italian sense of honor, Pantaro.
That's right.
But I tell you, this is a huge city. If there is one footpad who steal from us, how would we ever find?
Well, I see footprints. Right here. Muddy.
They leave third floor window. So, do not wish to discourage you, but wonder if we go on wild goose chase.
Well, let us see.
Take a look and see what you see.
Yeah, I will see if the footprints, like, look out the window and see if there's footprints on the ground.
You are I assume you're just gonna like go downstairs and outside and check for footprints on the ground. Or
I was gonna first look out,
window?
just open the window and look out to see if I can see them from there.
You do not see any footprints on the ground, although you suspect that they probably have been washed away by the rain anyway.
Is it still raining?
No, it has stopped.
This happens in middle of night. We sleep for hours. Thief has huge head start.
Yes, but I will at least go outside and see if there's any clues at all.
Yeah, you don't see anything that
Damn
looks
you!
suspicious or useful, unfortunately.
We shall meet again.
And unfortunately, having had all of your money stolen, if you want to stay here tonight, you're gonna have to have some money.
Yes, we must find work today.
Work.
What is host's name? Wasser? Wasser?
Rudolph.
Yes.
Rudolph Grasser.
Grasser. Yes, we will find Herr Grasser. Ask him where people looking for work in Nuln should go.
I did not come here to work.
Well, he's better than starve.
Oh, we will not starve, of course. We will find... maybe there's some competition. I'm very, very good with a sword. I will enter a competition and I will win much crowns. These Empire people know nothing of sword play like we stallions. I will beat every competition there is. We will be rich.
Good host, Herr Grasser. Are you awake down here?
Yeah, of course. What? You're the Kislevi, yeah?
Yes, Sasha.
I didn't catch your names.
Sasha Sagan is my name. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Very well.
He's a boy naming Kislev. Listen, thief come in the middle of the night and steal purse. So you must help us by tell us where to go to find work. Is employment office or perhaps someone who need bodyguard, unsavory type maybe to hire my friend here who is very quick on his feet. But is it your best interest that we have money for we stay here again and overpay for room? They get robbed. If you can direct us to place where we could find work.
Yeah, well, that makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, well, you want to go over to the Reichsplatz. It's you just got to go out the door here, go up the Hauptstrasse, take a right on Commercial Weg, and you can't miss it. Giant square.
Yes.
Right by the university with the great statue,
Yes, statue. University.
Now, wait just a minute here now. I think I am learning very quickly now not to be so naive in this dangerous town. And I wonder if you have not allowed this thief to come in here for a certain cut of what he finds.
Are you accusing me of something? Look, sounds to me like you probably didn't bolt the bloody window. It's not my fault.
Yes, I have already acknowledged. Stupid, Sasha. Sasha is stupid. Should have bar window. I know better.
I did not know this was something that was needed, but, as I said, I'm learning very quickly.
Yeah, well, I didn't. I certainly am not involved in whatever little burglary took place last night. I guarantee that. It's not in my interest to have my paying clients, have their money stolen, is it?
I should think not.
No, my friend has fiery temper. He is from hot Italian countryside. We are disappointed in the cynicism of the imperial folk, but we must make our way here. So we will go to these Reichsplatz you speak of, and see what we can see. Perhaps his town crier or bulletin board of some kind.
Yeah, there's an old tree called the Deutzelm. They post jobs and stuff on it.
Very good. Well, if cannot afford better place, we will be back.
Yes, I think I could also get work as a male prostitute.
No, perhaps me as well. I have winning smile, as you can see. Yeah, that was my random distinguishing mark. It was winning smile. Do you have a random distinguishing mark, Diego?
It's not very distinguishing, but short hair.
Oh, okay.
But I guess it's sort of distinguishing in Australia because everyone loves their ponytails there.
Yeah.
Short ponytails.
I should probably say also, speaking of short, that my guy is shorter than average. He's 5'5". So even though you're probably imagining this big, huge, hulking, Roos, he's probably more of a Glenn Danzig type. Only hair is yellow, and short with winning smile.
Winning smile.
Yes.
Well, it sounded like you were going to head to the Reichsplatz.
Find the Deutzelm. Look for posting.
So you arrive. It's a large cobbled square, not hard to find at all. And it is fairly crowded. There are people milling about all over the place. Presumably, looking for work or looking for people to perform work for them. But the large tree is immediately apparent right in the center of this square. And you see that it is indeed sort of used as like a, notice board of sorts. And so you walk over to it and just begin sort of looking over some of the offers. And there are three that kind of grab your attention. One says, Axel Eriksson, missed you in Middenheim. Maybe you're here somewhere. I'm at the Laughing Bear most evenings. Truckee from Kislev.
Do you know this Truckee?
I know 17 Truckies. Many, very common name. He's like Bob.
The second says, has anyone seen Bridget Balafon's 5 gold crowns for information? Feudal Bornborg at 5 Meritstrasse. And finally, the last one that looks potentially interesting is specialists required for repossession job, 1 night's work, legal, some danger, good money. Military background helpful. No time wasters. Councillor Oldenhaller Mansion, Oldenhaller Strasse.
He is imported
Very
man.
intriguing.
Whole street named after him. That sounds... I have military background. I lop off head of peasant in Kislev.
That is interesting, yes. Well, I certainly know my way around combat.
Yes, these look
I'm
like...
warrior born.
These look like good one. Repossession, maybe we get philosophical revenge for what was stole from us. We go get something else back for someone else. We feel better about self, yes?
Maybe a little, yes.
Yes. Wait, see, you are a bright bright fellow. You take, see if you find this Oldenhaller Strasse. We go see.
Well, and if you even just having this conversation, somebody happening by,
Oh, can't miss it. Far north of the city. Right up against the wall.
Yes, he's 1 block north of Gardenweg. Yes, up against.
Thank you very much.
Yes, against the wall. We'll remember. Much thanks. See, not some imperial folk, friendly, helpful.
Oh, wait. Check your pockets.
There's nothing in pocket now.
Oh, yes. I forgot. Yeah. I do have this perfume. They did not get it, thankfully.
they just wanted your money. However, yeah, you were able to get pretty simple directions, and it is not at all hard to find the Oldenhaller mansion. And before long, you find yourself standing outside the lovely front door of this large house.
This is a place, type of house I will one day live in.
Yes, give authoritative knock.
Yes, I will knock flamboyantly.
Well, and the door opens immediately, as though somebody were just standing there waiting. And you see sort of a poshly dressed doorkeeper who looks you up and down. And he says, "Step inside, please."
Yes.
Thank you.
Please send a messenger to Master Oldenhaller. And a messenger disappears off into the mansion. And about half an hour later, you just have to kind of stand here in this foyer. But the doorman motions for you to follow him and leads you through some winding corridors to a large room. The floors are covered with imported rugs. The walls have these sort of, ornate family portraits in gilded frames. There's a giant, mounted deer head with, massive rack of antlers. And, but a very rich looking, nicely dressed man is sitting here behind a very large mahogany desk. He's got kind of a jeweled knife in his hands. He appears to be like picking his fingernails with it. He kind of squints at you and says, "As you may be aware, the House of Oldenhaller is engaged in trading and other activities at a number of levels, and we would be most unhappy if our dealings with certain of our agents and contacts were to be made public. Accordingly, I must insist that this business be conducted in the utmost secrecy."
Oh, yes. We'll be very secret. We have no friends.
Yes. I don't even know who I would tell if I could.
Yes, you do seem a rather good fit, both quite new to town, it seems, yes?
Yes. Yes, fresh off boat, as it were.
Most convenient.
No local connection. No one to recognize.
Well, a certain gem has appeared in the city, you see. I won't bore you with the details, except to say that it was acquired on behalf of the House of Oldenhaller by a group of people vulgarly known as the Schatzenheimer Gang. They've so far failed to make a delivery, unfortunately. You are to recover the stone and deliver it here by dawn tomorrow. Like many great stones, there are several legends and superstitions attached to the gem. It is said to have come from a ring worn by Nurgle himself, the Chaos God, you know. It is said to carry a highly infectious rotting disease which afflicts all those who touch it. I set no store by these ridiculous superstitions, but in case there is some substance behind them, you will take this. And he sets an elaborately carved box on the desk and pushes it in your direction. And use this to carry the stone.
Yes, I don't think I want to touch it. We Estalians we believe in every superstition, so we will take precautions.
Yes, we will take box, unless it is like Kislev box, which you open and smaller box inside, and open that even smaller box inside.
No, I have heard of those boxes and dolls from Kislev, but no. This is quite just a simple empty box. However, it has been enchanted to suppress the magic of anything inside for precisely 6 hours. So, that should give you plenty of time to deliver the stone here. You will set out at nightfall, and I will have you guided to one of the entrances to the area of town known as the Asylum, which is where I believe the stone to be. Now, have you any questions?
How much do you pay us for this job?
100 crowns each upon delivery.
This sounds lucrative.
Yes, I can almost picture it now. The gold gleaming.
Yes, have one favor to ask.
Oh?
Yes, have, what is chance of getting nice big lunch? We eat in servant quarters. We don't want to go on empty stomach. We're robbed last night.
A nice
while sleeping.
big lunch.
Yes, nice big lunch. Maybe rest in stable or something until nightfall.
Make a fellowship test.
Might not get so lucky again. No, I have a 64. I am obnoxious.
I don't think that would be particularly prudent.
Very well. We will do a job on empty stomach, no problem.
Very well. Now, as I've already explained, secrecy is of the utmost importance. You cannot involve anyone else in this mission, nor recruit any hired help. You will be taken to the edge of the asylum, but after that, you are on your own. Now, the entrance leads to the portion of the complex controlled by the Schatzenheimer gang. They're mainly Nulners. They forge currency and trade in contraband and stolen goods. We think that Kurt Holger, the gang's leader, has the stone. From the Schatzenheimer area, the asylum runs towards the river. The central area is run by the Valentinas, who are mainly Tillian immigrants. They are the most powerful gang in Nuln, involved in every imaginable form of illicit activity. On the easternmost edge of the asylum is the base of the Heidemans gang with access to the river. And the Heidemans are wastelanders, mainly smugglers and cutthroats. You shouldn't have too much trouble moving about in the complex, although you may need to know the gang's passwords. The Schatzenheimer password for today is Sweet Hannah. I don't know either of the other gang's passwords, but if you can find them, it would probably be very useful to you. So,
Yes.
do we have a deal?
Yes.
I think we have a deal, yes.
Yes, we have deal. We have deal.
Excellent. And so we'll just kind of... I mean, we're getting pretty close to the end of the episode and the beginning of the dungeon, so conveniently, I think we'll just briefly narrate that after nightfall, And of course, you are on an empty stomach, haven't eaten all day, so this is not ideal. But you got to do what you got to do when somebody steals all your damn money.
Yes. Now I'm irritable.
Yes, my stomach growling is going to distract me, but not too much.
Perhaps make quick fellowship rolls to find nice lady to buy lunch.
Yeah, so you guys can do whatever you want, but you are not... Oldenhaller assigns, like, this guide to you, essentially, and this guy just follows you around anywhere you go until night falls. Basically, you assume to make sure that you don't tell anyone what you're doing or anything.
Maybe this guy buy me hard roll and glass of goat milk.
Yes, please.
Please.
We are so hungry.
Please.
Make a fellowship roll.
I missed it by 4%.
I rolled a 16, and I have a 31.
Hey.
Well, given that you, Sasha only missed it by 4 and Diego succeeded, I will have the mercy of Shalia upon you, and you are provided with a couple large glasses of milk.
This will fill us up and coat our stomachs.
Yes, this will ease hunger pain. Tomorrow, when we have 100 crowns, we buy feast.
Oh, yes, my friend.
Yes. Red meat on the bone. Will be good.
So, night falls, and you are led by your guide back down south into the slummier parts of the city, and he leads you through various twisty alleyways once again, and stops you outside of a doorway. That's the one, he says, and points at the door. Go on, then.
Can I ask you something?
What you need?
Well, just wondering, what do you think of your employer? Now, our employer.
Huh. Well, it pays all right and on time.
Yes, well, this gym that he wants us to get to, he said something about Chaos God, Nurgle.
Oh, I don't believe in any of those nonsense stories. Next, you're going to be telling me there's rat men in the sewers.
No, I do not believe such thing. It is urban legend.
That is just funny story.
It is ridiculous. You make me laugh.
But, I don't know, this man who hired us, he might be into some dark stuff. I don't want to mess around with the Nurgle business, but I will get this gym regardless.
Yes, maybe get 100 crowns, then develop conscience.
Yes.
Yeah. You got to get paid first.
Yes.
Get your morals after.
Yes.
So you haven't seen anything. You haven't seen any strange activities from your boss.
I ain't seen nothing, and if I had, I wouldn't tell you anyway.
Fair enough.
Yes, you are loyal. This is good quality. So this door, this is the asylum?
That's right.
Well, Brother Diego, no sense to wait longer.
Yes, this is the place. I say we go up. We say this password. You remember what it was?
Well, if someone asks us for a password, Schatzenheimer password is Sweet Hannah. We do not know other name of password for other gang, but I think we will be entering in Schatzenheimer region.
That's right. Go on then. You're not afraid, are you?
Niet.
Not even a little. Yeah, I will go forward.
Well, you approach the door and you open it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you open the door, and it opens onto a steep flight of stairs leading up. So I assume you're going to go up those stairs and enter the dungeon. But I think we'll save that for the next episode of Goonies World.
Those Vidania.
Cool. All right.